All right, guys, how you doing? Not a good day because I hate political violence, and that's exactly what we have. We're going to be talking about Charlie Kirk, what exactly happened, and NBC's response, which I think is their response is not only despicable, but it's just I knew NBC was low, but I didn't think that they were this low. We're gonna get into that in a second. Let me just play the stinger. We'll be right back. I'm joined by Vandium Arms owner known as Patrick or Babyface P, as you might know from the King Strange show. First, let me say that we don't have any uh, definitive like update on his condition. I will say it doesn't look good from people on the scene. He said when he was hit, he dropped to the ground, and no one saw him moving.
If
Which,
you if you find the close-up video out there,
I'm
on
not
Twitter,
going to see the close-up video. It's out there.
don't go watch it. I'm actually don't go watch it. Just it's pick a time and a day that you want to go see it, that you're feeling pretty strong, but don't. That was absolutely horrific, and I'm only reason I'm joining is because I need a little bit of distraction. Because between the two videos I've seen today of mayhem, I need a little distraction from things.
All right.
Oh God, that was horrific.
I don't know if you saw what MSNBC said.
Yes, I did. And that ghoul needs to be fired and then go into hiding, because that is whoever that did they say who the commenter was? Because that was disgusting.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it here.
Oh God,
I want to play a couple different things because what MSNBC is doing, and it's just not what we just talked about a second ago. It's more than that. I just want to play this video first, and I want to get your opinion on it.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
In which a shooting like this.
I just want to say that is the most despicable thing
I think I've ever heard, ever. And this is he needs to be immediately fired, removed from the building, and then he needs to disconnect his cell phone and fall off the planet for 6 months.
It gets worse.
It gets worse than.
Because as we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan, after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as a justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
I must admit I'm at a loss to guess as to what happens next. But Kirk,
because as we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan.
Disconnect your phone and you go find a spot in the woods and you hide out there for 6 months and hope that nobody finds you for making comments like that. And that's not a threat. That's just like, you're disgusting. You have no place. You have no place in civil society for. Oh man, I don't watch people die on the internet and just go, he deserved that. Like that. Oh, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
Yeah, we're showing, by the way, our affiliate in Utah and the aftermath of the shooting. You could see people running away pretty quickly, as you would imagine they would do. at gunshots. The FBI director, Kash Patel, has weighed in on this. He just tweeted the following: "We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and the investigation." Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast. He opines on almost everything. He's been very closely aligned with the president since his initial run for office in 2015, 2016. And his ties to Trump really elevated his own brand. He was really quite young as an activist when the president launched his initial campaign. And he has kind of ridden along with MAGA since 2016 and built up a massive, massive brand of his own. His group has brought in tons and tons of money.
Is it too much to say that there are people out there that want this, that want this to happen? They hate you that much.
Absolutely.
They have to.
Absolutely. It's
God, I wonder.
I was talking to someone today, and I said, let's say you're using your freedom of speech, and I disagree with everything you say. You're saying despicable stuff that offends me to my core. There is no reason for political violence on that. No reason.
For something like that, yeah, you're right. 100%. For something of somebody standing on a street corner shouting things you don't like.
If you think that is acceptable, then you are brainwashed and you're in a cult.
Ooh, I don't know if you saw one of the comments said that Tim Pool is reporting, or somebody on Twitter is reporting, that somehow he is in stable condition and they are giving him blood and he's not. Now, this is as of 30 minutes ago, and this is a third-party account. I saw that video. I don't know how you survive a hit like that. It's again, if you see it, if you go on Twitter, if you go on the internet and you see the video's thumbnail, there's no reason to click on it unless you are in the mood to get angry and disgusted. Truly more disgusted to my core than I think I've ever been in an entire. Today, I have been radicalized and disgusted more than I think I ever have in my entire life. And I'm not kidding. I've told that to multiple people. I've got to see the final video that they released of that subway thing or the train thing with the girl in Charlotte. And now this, I am going to need to take like 24 hours off the internet and just like, this is such a weird reaction because I'm not used to feeling like this. This is very weird for me.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you have these people, and they're convinced that anyone who disagrees with them is pure evil.
This has been a long time coming, and it probably started. I have to guess that it probably started shortly before 2016. But when Trump got elected and leading up to his election, the demonization of people you disagree with to the point of, no, it's okay to go kill them. You need to murder them. You need to kill them. They are your enemy. They are your sworn ally. We are almost 10 years into that, and it's not getting better. Critical condition. I'm just reading Flying Rich's thing. He's in critical condition. That in and of itself is incredible because oh God, like that's going to be burned into my brain for a while. If you've ever seen somebody, so I'll just give a quick, if you've ever seen somebody that's like a soccer player or football player and they get a real hard concussion and they go into a fencing posture, that's where this goes. And it is horrendous. Oh my God, that was awful to watch. Jesus, Dark. You can't be sharing stuff like that.
Yeah, AP is reporting he's in critical stable condition. That's what I'm getting, and if that's true,
I don't understand. That's incredible on its own,
that'd
and
be a miracle.
I hope it's true. I really, really do. Kids don't deserve to grow up without a dad. I could not imagine being in that situation. That bothers me more than I'm used to being bothered. Man, I'm not
and he's had, I mean, and like, if you watch his dialogues, whether you agree with him or not, he was always respectful.
This 2 days ago, CNN, I think it was CNN, had Van Jones on. They played a clip of Charlie Kirk saying, obviously, anybody with two brain cells to rub together can see that the subway attack was racially done. The guy yelled, "I got that white woman." It was racially motivated. Van Jones goes on to say that, oh, that's despicable. Charlie Kirk is an awful human. This is me paraphrasing and using colorful language. Despicable, awful. Charlie Kirk's an awful human being. And we don't know. We don't know. We don't know that it's racially motivated. We can't tell that for sure. There's no way, even though the guy yelled that. It's like yelling Allah Akbar and then going, oh, we don't know that it was, religiously motivated.
It's just like
this is the
Catholic shooter. They said we may never know what their motives were.
At what point does any sort of media get held responsible for anything? For anything? At what point does anybody get held responsible for the strings that they pulled 2 levels up from something happening? I'm not just saying media. The judge that let that guy out 14 times on bail or probation or whatever. At what point do these people get held responsible for something? Something.
There's so much cognitive dissonance out there. I have a picture of the person, but I'm not going to show it because I would never, ever say his name on the air or write about it or show a picture of him. I just don't do that. I think the focus is usually too much on the shooter and not on the victims.
He reminds me of, so I live in, for anybody watching, I live in, Tavijo, he is.
He's an old white guy.
I live in Gainesville, Florida. Don't come. Well, you can come knocking if you have a project for me to work on. I live in, my company here is here in Gainesville. It's a very liberal town, and it's not uncommon to drive through the city and see a bunch of old white people protesting dumb shit constantly. The old hippies get out, 70-year-old hippies get out and love to protest over dumb crap.
Yeah, definitely.
And this person that was here reminds me of that very heavily. Now, again, I'm not going to be the Van Jones. We don't know what his angle is. You don't know why he's angry at Charlie Kirk. He could, I'm trying to steel man the argument and think as to why he could be a conservative. There's a chance that there's some steel man you could make that he hates Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk isn't conservative enough or something. That's a hard steel man for me to make. But he reminds me of the locals that I see here that protest all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
I'm going to get to the super chat. Roe had divine intervention if he makes it.
Oh, God. That video is going to be burned into my brain for a while. Like, people have come back from worse. I've heard of stories of soldiers getting hit multiple times, and you just have the will to survive, and you say, no, I'm not, this ain't killing me. But that's a tough one. That's a real tough one.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a question for you. Should we open up the phone lines and see what people have to say about this?
I would love to talk to the audience. I will try to keep my cursing at a minimum, and I will not show off firearms.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. Call in now.
That bothered me so much. John, I grew up, I'm 36. John, I don't know how old you are. I'm 36. I'm
way older than you.
I grew up on the wrecked side of the internet. You disappeared at late hours of the night and you'd go on Wrecked or on Live Leak or things like that. And I've seen horrible things done to other people. And that's partially what might have pushed me into believing that there is true evil in the world, and the only thing you can do is protect yourself from it. This one, for whatever reason, I'm not even a fan of Charlie Kirk's. Like, I don't follow him on Twitter. I don't watch his videos. I don't go out of my way to follow his content. But something about watching that was like, gave me a very visceral reaction. It was something I'm not used to.
Yeah. Oh, I had the comment up, but it's gone now. But someone was pointing out terrorism. What terrorism is? It's using violence.
But again, if you go on CNN right now, they're going to go, "Oh, we can't call it that. We don't know his motives. We don't know his motives. We don't know his motives." Whew.
It looked like he was hitting an artery.
Yes,
but we don't know for sure. We honestly don't know for sure, but it does look like it was in an artery.
The thing about getting hit like that, watching the video of the girl on. Do we have a caller? I can pause.
No. I was just reading.
The thing that watching that girl get stabbed this morning. If you get hit in an artery like that, you have seconds to respond. Blood flows fast, and there's nothing you can do. It's very crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Brandon's out there. Hi, Brandon. Brandon is the mod on my Discord.
I don't know where we go from here.
It's just interesting how we're supposed to be the violent ones.
It's funny to me. I joke to myself about being so hateful all the time, about the horrible things that come out of my mouth about other people because they drive me crazy and I'm mad. But I was like, there's no way on God's green earth I'm doing something like that to somebody. There's nobody that I know of that I hate that much that I would do that to. I think nobody.
Like I said, I think the person in custody is not the perp. Interesting. I know they're saying the shot was taken from a building 200 yards away.
The sound does not sound like that to me. The video sounds closer than that.
Well, if you watch what people say, people are like, yeah, it was loud, but I thought it would have been louder.
Enjoyer, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a reason why I don't watch that content anymore. Almost fell over.
But whatever.
I don't know. Let's hear it. Have you done this before?
0 to accept. Press 1 to send a voicemail.
You're on the air.
Hey, John, this is Kyle from 2A Jeep Club. Just wanted to send my prayers out to Charlie. How's it going?
Not bad.
Just wanted to send my prayers out to John, or to everybody that gets involved, and especially Charlie, and just say that piece of scum that shot him, I hope he burns, man, because between him and that guy on the subway, I just can't believe so much evil's going on in our world.
Almost demonic.
It is.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's unbelievable that this is happening. But anyways, just wanted to say hi to you and thank you for everything you do. And I follow you, as you know, pretty regularly. So,
thank you.
You know, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but just, you know, I thank you again, and prayers to Charlie and his family and everybody that was involved with that. And I hope he pulls through on this, because he's an excellent man and definitely deserves to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Patrick, are we still live?
And I hope that guy down the subway gets paid for it.
Patrick, are you still there?
I'm here. Yeah, you're frozen. Dark and I are good. Everything's live. Your video is frozen, but we can hear you just fine.
I can't see anything. And I'm just gonna reboot my monitor here.
Your camera is still frozen, but we're still here. Yeah, you're still live.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
right,
I think that
so
would technically be 0 by 5.
Not a problem. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Dude, the shame, man.
Dark, you gotta post some. You gotta post some not safe for work before you start sticking videos. Because I'm just scrolling and I look at my phone. It's like 38 text messages. Oh, a video. Click, and I was like, oh my God.
I prepped. I was like, hey,
I
if you're
didn't even read
squeamish, do not.
Well, like,
I mean, look,
Gavin Newsom sends his prayers. Chris Pratt does too. Chris Pratt is actually one of the only conservatives in Hollywood.
Yeah, one of the few. Dude, this is a shame
Star-Lord.
on several levels. Like,
I'm gonna refresh my my screen here. So
can you hear us as well?
I can hear you.
It's my Chrome that's locked up.
Okay.
Crump, can you hear us?
Right, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
You
Yes. No.
hold down the fort while I.
Yeah. We got you. Man, I'm blown away on a couple different levels about this. First off, when I saw it, I was like, "There's no way this is real. Like, this has got to be AI." You know, it was insane. And then seeing the close up one was brutal. Look, I literally got down on my knees and prayed and was like, "Please." Just hoping and praying that he pulls through. But let's be real, man. With an arterial bleed like that, you got 15 seconds to blackout and 30 seconds to death. And then, like I mentioned in our group text, I was like, look, that could have happened in the lobby of a trauma center, and he may not have made it through. Like, you got like 7 minutes after that. The clock is running.
I hope he did.
All
we can do right now is pray.
Yeah. We got to.
No, that's not the only thing you can do right now. You need to. People need to be watching over their shoulders. And I hate to say this because we live in safe, strong America, but your responsibility is to you and your family. You need to be watching over your shoulders. You need to be sitting where your back's not to a front door of a building. You need to be looking at who's around you all the time.
Yep.
There's nothing that any of us can actively do about this situation. People need to take care of themselves and figure out just watch everything all the time. The getting into crowds like that bothers me too. And I know we should, again, we're in America. We should be safe and able to get into big crowds, but I even don't like that anymore.
Yeah. I try to avoid it everywhere. Not
because of my fear of getting shot, but it's just like, I don't want to be around people that close. I don't like people that much.
All right, I got some updates here. The alleged shooter, there's a video of him walking, yelling, shoot me, where the cops are taking him away. That's interesting.
Is it the same person they had on the ground?
Yeah.
So it is that person.
Look, I feel like personally, this is not only an attack on a conservative political figure. I feel like this is the persecution of a Christian as well. I mean, it cannot be more clear cut. Like, and Charlie Kirk is a rather chill dude. He's not like Alex Jones level intense, right? So I mean, and maybe part of it is that, like, logically, I'm thinking there's nothing that anyone could say that would drive me to the point where I could even imagine just offensively assassinating someone. You know what I mean?
I get angry. You get road rage isn't the right word. You get cut off in traffic and you get that slight bit of anger, and you
for sure.
But I've never in my life come home and gone, you know what? I need to load up. Like, ever. There is nothing that can't be fixed in our own communities by electing the right people and doing the right things. Sometimes we get very angry about things, but I've never been to this level. Ever.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check out this. Somebody sent this to Rory Fines. He's a congressman. Good afternoon. I was wondering if Charlie Kirk getting shot affects your position on campus carry. If gun control had been in play, could the tragedy have been avoided?
No. What are you going to do? He's in the middle of a campus. You're going to have...
Hold on. Read that response.
I learned that Charlie Kirk was shot 23 minutes ago. Sorry, I took over. I am repulsed that you would even think to ask a political question when all anyone should be doing is praying for his survival. Never contact me again.
Good for you. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it.
I mean, look, if anything, I mean, guns in the direction of the shooter would have changed things. You know what I mean? Could have potentially changed things.
People need to be looking at who's around them and look down and be like, what the fuck is this? That's what's it? No. And like,
and I don't think that, like, look, Charlie Kirk, I don't think in that situation much could have prevented anything, even if he was wearing armor, right? Like, but I mean, I think we're kind of conflating the Subway situation and the Charlie Kirk situation together, but everyone should be on Rich and I were talking about this earlier, white, yellow, orange, red. The only time you should be on white card is when you're in your living room chilling, and you should still be armed, by the way. And then, yellow card is like, I'm aware of all my surroundings, back to the wall, know where the exits are, yada, yada. Orange is high alert, something might happen. Red is, I need to take direct, immediate action right now,
And look, a March for Our Lives is trying to take advantage of the situation. Imagine that.
Of course. What giant pieces of human filth these people are.
David Hogg founded organization, so.
Dude.
You mean the vice president, vice chair of DNC? Oh, wait, no, not any longer.
It's funny that these people, where likely, we don't know anything yet, likely the values of the assassin or, would-be assassin or whatever, right, the shooter, are likely the same values of these dirtbags that are posting this stuff, and they're trying to aim, point the finger at us, saying that our values, the things that we do and think about the thing, I cannot make sense of this, and I know I can't meet logic with emotion or logic with crazy, but this just drives me nuts that, it's the same thing standing on the,
Before anybody says anything, I want to get your opinion on this.
Then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
What? Has he ever seen Charlie Kirk speak?
The thing is that awful words to them are, I believe in a foundational religion and text, and what you believe doesn't fit into that.
Right.
That's what awful.
I believe
what awful
that
words are to
God
them.
created man and woman, and only those two. That's evil in their eyes, right? The using rainbow to promote sodomy instead of God's promise, right? Like bringing that up is evil.
God,
the fact that
Dark, I have become more radicalized in the last 12 hours than I think I have in the last 12 years. I'm fully 2 videos put me well over the edge this morning.
You know what? Traveler, factual information equals awful words, dude. And you know what? And Charlie Kirk, dude, he would be so like chill and compassionate. He's not like he would literally compliment people for being reasonable and understanding when they're like more chill when they come to the mic. Like,
yeah,
and he uses actual data and information. Do I believe and agree with every single thing that he says? No, of course not. Right. But this is the point. Like the idea of a natural right of freedom of speech and expression isn't to protect the values that you agree with. It's to protect the values that you disagree with. And the fact that they're saying, well, if you say bad things, then bad things are going to happen to you. How absolutely jaded and retarded must you be to think that way?
So I got a couple of reports here. Newsmax says he's in critical condition. AP says stable. Places are reporting he's dead. Other places, I just got something that said John Solomon had 3 sources that said he didn't make it, which is terrifying to me. I guess all of us on the panel here, I saw the video of the shot and I'm hoping that was AI because
That's not AI.
that did not look like something you survive, even if you had a team there ready to treat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know though.
You
You
pray.
do never know.
I'm crossing my
Straight up.
fingers, but that's prayers.
When we were talking, Rich, you and I were on the phone. Literally, we were on the phone, and I got that message, and I was actually, you know what? I just happened to scroll something on Twitter and was like, "Whoa, did you hear Charlie Kirk got shot? Is this old? Is this new? Is this AI? Is this fake?" And then I sent it to you, and we learned like in that moment, that's when the second video had surfaced, and both you and I were sitting there like, that does not look survivable. It was almost like we wrote it off right away.
I told my wife and daughter,
who knows? Like, there's no shortage of miracles, but
Amen.
like after we got off the phone, I literally dropped to my knees and prayed, just like, because I kind of felt bad because I was like, yeah, nope. Once there's a leak like that, there's just no way. And this came up in the subway conversation with the arterial bleed. Man, it's just constant, dude. It's constant. You got 15 seconds to blackout, 30 seconds to death, and maybe if you're literally like amongst a trauma team, you got the clock starts at like 7 minutes to bring you back, and if you are so incredibly blessed, you might be able to be brought back with tremendous amounts of brain damage.
And I can't believe some of the leftists that are
I can, John,
that are celebrating it.
I can believe that.
Yeah. These are the same people that were celebrating, when Trump was shot,
But I've talked about this. If Biden had an attempt or was shot, I would never be like, yeah, heck yeah.
No, that's not a good
There's
thing.
no one. There's
because
no
they
one.
hate life. They hate life.
And like I always say, and I don't know if it's Voltaire that said it, but I may disagree with your opinion, but I'll defend with my life your right to say it. That's what I firmly believe in. I believe that we should have a political discourse. We should be able to disagree and debate, like Hillary Clinton says.
Yeah. As long as she has the rights to wipe out all of her enemies.
You mean like with a cloth?
With bleach. You know what, though? Even if Charlie Kirk were an extreme leftist and still carried himself the way that he does in his videos, I would still commend the guy.
Respect him, yeah.
Yeah, for not being a tremendous dirtbag, an a-hole, right? Like, be reasonable, man. Like, I can't, it cannot. This is an attack on people that are not just conservatives. This is an attack on Christian conservative constitutionalists, straight up.
The attack on free speech.
Everything, all of the above, all of our beliefs were just targeted.
MS now needs to just NBC is. Oh, that whole stuff just bothered me. That's insane that they.
Okay, I think I got a name of the suspect.
Well, so they initially said they got a suspect. Then
Crump,
they
can you
said it's the wrong guy.
Text me it because the wiping will start. The first thing that happens when this stuff happens is the name comes out. All the socials will start wiping everything they can about who this is.
Yep.
From the video I saw, Rich, I don't think they got the wrong guy.
No, I don't think so either.
So there were a Bernie Sanders looking guy.
He's being held there saying, I'm doing my Fifth Amendment right to not speak.
There were a bunch of people saying that witnesses on the ground in chat today. There were a bunch of people saying that witnesses were saying that was absolutely not the shooter. It's just a crazy guy that started wigging out after the shot cracked off.
That's
maybe he was.
We will find out here soon. God, I'm running. I'm talking to some folks.
The fact that John, you had said that MSNBC was speculating that it was a what do you call it, viewer or whatever that was firing their gun in a celebratory way. Like, what is this, an Afghani wedding?
Right,
like,
right,
is
right.
this a Taliban wedding? Is this like 1800s like corral? What?
They got their black powder guns.
Yeah, right. Like, how absolutely ridiculous is that?
Is that because that happens at every Charlie
Very
Kirk
ridiculous.
book?
Yeah, right.
Why would you even speculate like that? That's the level of contempt I have for the media is unbelievable.
All of them, all sides.
Oh yeah, yes.
I just want to be clear because a lot of people are like, I only watch Fox News. It's like,
No.
CNN says a minute ago, suspect not yet in custody. Law enforcement says, despite earlier university statement.
All right. Well, Brady's now jumping on the bandwagon of trying to.
Of course. Dude, their favorite game is to turn up the jukebox and dance on the graves of whoever they can to espouse whatever they want.
Absolutely.
They're pretty much the first.
Yep.
So Utah Valley University closes campus, cancels classes until further notice.
Yeah,
Dude, if I would find it really difficult to believe that he made it through this. I'm hopeful that he does, and I just pray.
I'm preparing myself for what I think might be the inevitable. He didn't make it. That's what.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be what happens, obviously, but I.
All right, so Turning Point UK has posted, Charlie is alive, fighting in hospital. Please join in prayers. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Glenn Beck said that his daughter was in the tent and said he had a pulse.
Whoa.
What's up?
I just got a message that said, if one of us were at an incident like this and had substantial evidence on their camera, what would you do with it? How do you post it? Like, I probably
should send that over to send that over to Crump. I don't know how.
Do that.
Yeah, if I post it online, it could always be taken down. But if I send it to the chat we have, it got to 5 other people.
Yeah.
And you can do that now. Like, literally, you can send a
Well,
full
we post
video.
it here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know.
Here's
so
20 minutes ago.
At?
University of Utah.
Okay.
Utah Valley University. So here's a title of a story at CNN. Previous Turning Point events have been marred by violence and protests. Somehow, I guess it's Charlie Kirk's fault.
Of course. That's going to be their number one thing. It's because of what he said. I don't know. Were you here when
I heard you?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the echo, but it's pretty bad.
Are you hearing an echo?
Yeah.
All right. So Jordan Finrow is saying person taken into custody after Charlie Kirk was shot is not okay. So similar to what I see.
The socials of that person is still alive on Twitter. Of the person taken into custody, his socials are still up. I see his Twitter page.
And yeah, Jordan, we're talking about this Bernie Sanders looking dude.
That's not him. That's not
Apparently
him.
Not him.
Well, no, the person that is saying that this is the guy's Twitter.
Yeah.
That can't be him. This person does not live anywhere near where this happened. I can't imagine this guy traveled that far for this. There are many people that have doppelgangers. We all look like somebody else. So.
I think somebody.
There is a report saying that Mike Schultz, who's the Utah speaker, is saying that Charlie Kirk has died, but I mean, those are just rumors, and I don't believe that he actually said that. If you hear that, I don't believe it. And you shouldn't either.
Yeah. Look, I think in a situation like this, if God forbid,
Unknown caller.
Let's take the call, see who it is.
if the worst case scenario, oh, his Rumble had posted that he had passed away. Charlie Kirk's Rumble posted that he had passed away. I just got that from Kirk24. Oh, dude.
Maybe it was hacked. Let's just hope that
you're on the air. Hello? You're on the air. Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Or whoever's on the air, we can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
There we go. Sorry, I'm a truck driver taking my break here, and the radio tried to take over, and it doesn't let me talk.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right, so I just wanted to say that this is the second time a prominent figure on the right wing of things has been shot at. Actually, no. Well, second time this year, if we count the assassination attempts on Trump. I'm just curious. Do we think that there's going to be any? Do you think there's going to be any attempts from the DOJ to start labeling a lot of these Democrat media organizations, maybe some of their funders, as domestic terrorists? Because it seems like every year, at least 2 or 3 times, something like this happens, where some demon rat takes a shot at some Republican politician or figure. So I'm just wondering, like,
I don't think so, because you're going to be running into freedom of speech stuff.
Yeah, it's just that's one of those slippery slopes that we talk about. But it's not uncommon for them to play politics.
Well, and if we were to kind of open up that spigot, then you know how I mean, by you I mean us, right? We know how they vilify us, and just simply like the ownership or the lifestyle of firearms, and they would immediately use that tool against us, just as it's used against them. It'd be a tough. And not to say that like I don't disagree with you. It's just it's who would exercise that tool? The government. And I want to give the government as little control as possible.
The question I would ask is, in response to that, is, if there's one gun in a room, one knife, one of any weapon, and you have 2 parties, in a fight to the death, the first party to use the weapon wins. And to me, it seems like we've been as a country dangerously close to a position where, and I think we're still in that position, to be honest, where we're just allowing the other party to have the weapon. Yeah. And I'm just trying to figure out when enough is enough,
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't. Yeah. Are you talking about this, Rich?
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to bring that up. I mean, I just don't think free speech, but yeah, a real America's Voice, which of a news channel, is reporting that he's been assassinated, but the weird thing is they're citing other news organizations who are citing other news organizations.
That's the news. That's the news circle jerk. That's all.
Yeah. So we need to be careful. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be salacious by bringing this up this way. I got notice of it. I brought it up. Other places, we're having mixed reports, and this is the standard.
We're not.
You said CJ when breaking news happens.
Yeah.
We're not going to get everyone wants to be first and not so much concerned about being right.
Yeah. So I think what may be a more accurate depiction of what you said, which I don't disagree with you at all, caller. We'll call you Trucker. I don't disagree with you at all. I think what may be more of a realistic kind of depiction would be a gang of people on one side in a room, and another gang of people on one side in a room with those same 2 weapons sitting there, one person picks it up, uses it, then the pendulum swings to the other side, then the other side picks it up and uses it, and then the other side, you know, when the pendulum swings again, and it's kind of this constant back and forth. And I think, you know, not that like I don't get pissed off to the point of like asking the question that so many people are terrified to ask, which is like, when do we charge our rifles and say, screw this, I'm done? You know, which I'm not saying that anyone should act out on any, you know, commit any act of violence at all. But I'm just saying that it wouldn't be too far-fetched for a lot of people that have more conservative views to experience what they've been experiencing and be like, okay, when do we roll? Let me know, you know?
I mean, when back in Butler, Pennsylvania, you know, I'm sure you can deduce this just by the fact that I know who you got. You know, I know about your guys' podcast, but you know, you know, my interest is in rifles. You know, in that sort of field. I have family who, you know, they voted for Trump because, you know, at least he wasn't Biden, you know, back in 2020. And I had some of those people, you know, asking me, do you think it's going to be charge your rifle time?
Yeah.
And what would you suggest? I
don't think we're anywhere near.
And now
I'm not the person that can tell you when or when it isn't.
Say again?
Me personally, I'm not the guy that can tell you when it is or is not the time, because I haven't figured that out for myself yet.
Yeah.
Megan Kelly is reporting that he has passed away.
On
I'm not
Fox?
saying it is time. I'm just saying that.
No.
Wait, what?
No, Ray, I was answering Rich. Sorry.
Crump had said that Megan Kelly was reporting that Charlie Kirk had passed away.
Oh.
But like I said, we don't know.
Do what? Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Let's switch it for a second. Let's say, okay, what if? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What if? I'm sorry. I was just revving the engine up so I could keep my microwave running. Sorry. Could you repeat that?
No.
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, could we imagine if this were flip-flopped and a massively popular, prominent leftist figure were shot by a person that disagreed with them politically, right? What do we think we could expect over the following weeks, right? We could, yeah, cities literally burning them.
Well,
but that's not what we do.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't take to the streets and burn
they would be
cities
burning
down.
cities down. They would be. I'm just saying, if we shot one of theirs, that's what they would be doing. They'd be burning cities down. They would be on the government level, cracking down on right-wing media sources. YouTube would be banning people left and right. The FBI would be rounding people up. You know, they would be completely. They would be out for blood.
Trump posted,
and they'd be using the weapons of the state against us.
Yeah, Trump.
If we did what they just did.
Yeah, true. Trump is saying that he's not dead. Like I said, no one knows. A lot of people are trying to be first.
Here is that the shooter is
and they're assuming.
That's one thing that we are still monitoring here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. So.
Okay, what was that? Well, thank you for calling, and we're going to move on here.
Yeah, we appreciate you posing the question as well, because that's, I think, honestly, if I'll add this, because I'm kind of in the same place. It's like, when is the moment? I'll add this before we close the call. I think the only way we're going to know when that time is when there is no second guessing or questioning that it is time to charge a rifle. When it is so clear, the answer is so clear that it is right now, immediately, no question, boom. And I don't think we're there yet.
Trump has confirmed that he's no longer with us. So I have a feeling the president probably is a pretty good source for something like this.
Yeah, if he said it is, then
it's on Truth Social.
Yeah, it's on Fox News.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk dies after being shot in Utah. All right, well, thank you for calling.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a good one.
You have a good one too.
Thanks, man. You too. This is just absolute insanity, man. Like, this is one of those times where there's absolutely no way to put into words. There is no logic that can meet this level of insanity and ridiculousness.
Yeah, it is. It's sad, and it's just the world that we live in. But yeah, it's everywhere. Dead at 31. All right, we'll bring this up.
Yeah, it's been reported in multiple places. The president posted it on Truth Social that Charlie Kirk has passed away after being shot.
Yep.
Man, that's a really weird picture of him. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why did they make him look like David Hogg in that picture?
I don't know.
Man, such a good, seemingly good Christian dude.
Political assassinations are not common for America. This is not something we deal with all the time. This is not South America. So maybe this is why it's so weird.
Yeah, look at this headline.
Oh God, what are you gonna do
get
now?
ready to get pissed off, Patrick.
I'm waiting.
Let me hold on.
I can't.
MAGA activist Charlie Kirk dead after being shot in Utah University.
I'm pretty sure that Turning Point USA was well before Trump ran for office. Turning Point, I remember going back to like 2011 or 12.
Yeah.
It's just they're like,
I don't know what it is, but anyone on the left believes that they're now taking MAGA and replacing the word conservative or Republican or everything is MAGA. People call me MAGA, and now it like it makes no sense, dude. These people are absolutely just bad.
I vividly to this day still remember I took a college course on sociology, I want to say, sociology course. And I remember my professor specifically talking about how you go from, and of course he was talking about some other event, but you have to dehumanize the opponent before you can make them targets, because otherwise they're people. And I think that
radicals.
This is for a long time now. This is part of media dehumanization of people on the right.
Absolutely.
And they don't. either they don't understand, one, it's a money grab, and it's we need to be to the first, we need to be the most provocative, we need to have the most eyes so we get the most money. Or two, it's true evil backing them up that says that no, we need those people dead because we do not like them that much.
I think both can be true. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. From you never know a person and their true character and who they truly are. And the only person that knows Charlie Kirk's heart is God. But from my perspective, what I'm seeing is a seemingly good Christian man that spent his life spreading good, spreading the gospel, trying to help people, become educated on their own, right? Trying to help them become more independent, trying to encourage people to not have abortions, trying to encourage people to start families, trying to enhance the kingdom of God. Like this dude is like he was a seemingly good person, and for him to be targeted, shot, and killed for believing in things like that.
Dark. Remember as far as I'm not as religious as you, but I believe every single apostle was martyred, weren't they?
Yeah.
Almost
So,
all.
except for was it it's not Steve. One did not get martyred.
Yeah,
So,
I can't remember who, but yes, yeah.
It is how it goes. This has not been a fight that is new at all. At all.
When we read Donald Trump, he said,
"It's a fight as old as time."
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie, Crump wrote. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he's no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you.
He had 2 kids.
2 little kids. So TPUK is reporting that he's passed. Wow.
Murphy's Law, yes.
Yeah, when I saw the head, I was like, I didn't think there's any way.
Man. This one burns, dude.
Yeah. Their Utah Valley University, they are going building to building searching still.
So they still haven't found the person. And they're not going to. Well, they will find the person, but they're not going to. There will be no trial. There will be no, why did you do this? There might be a manifesto, and we'll be lucky. At least we have the current FBI who will actually release it, even if it doesn't fit perfect narratives. Yeah, exactly. Maybe. But these people don't get brought to true not political, but public justice. It seems like that never happens. They're usually too cowardly. They don't actually want to stand on business. They're too cowardly to actually pay for what they've done.
Yeah.
So all Fox and CNN.
Everybody's confirming it. I think I will speak for myself. It doesn't surprise me. It's not good. It's an awful thing, but it does not surprise me watching what happened.
Yeah. It shouldn't. This is the world that we're living in. It's only getting worse. The racial tension is only getting worse. Political tension is only getting worse. It is a constant evolving just fungus that it's poison.
I'm gonna push back on you just a little bit there and say that there is a huge amount of good in this world.
Agreed.
There are times like this where we're gonna sit and see these things and go, God, why do we have this? Like, why is evil perpetrated to this level? But everybody that's watching needs to take stock of what they have and be thankful for what they have and go hug your family.
Yeah. And wherever you are in your life right now, get right with God and build a close relationship with Jesus, because, man, you never know. We always say it. You could be walking out the door and be like, hey, I'm running out. I'll be right back. And that could be the last thing you say to your family. You never know. We're not all Charlie Kirks. We're not all Trumps and we're not all, but you, your life, your family, your relationship with God, all of that is important. So I would encourage you to work on that. And if there's anything that we could take from, what Charlie had done, it's to continue, not only working on ourselves and, your beliefs and your values and your faith, but also sharing that with others and encouraging others to, work on themselves in that way too, regardless of their personal views. Dude, he would get up there and talk to the craziest purple-haired extreme leftist nutbags and find a way to pare them down to, oh, so we agree. Okay, cool. Like, and he was just different, man. And, I'm not going to say I agree with every single thing that he ever said, but he most certainly did not deserve this.
Yeah, definitely. I hope they catch and I'm sure they will. They will catch the person that did it. There's too many.
Probably.
There's no. He's not. The person will not evade justice of some variety.
They'll probably find the husk of. They'll probably find his corpse somewhere in a.
I hope.
In a room.
If the next thing that I can pray for is that this person has the guts enough to stand on it and go, yeah, I did this. Here I am. Come take me.
Yeah.
Because that never happens. When's the last? I'm going in circles.
Now CNN is calling MAGA influencer Charlie Kirk.
You don't hate the media enough.
Now he's a MAGA influencer.
Why not say husband, father, son? Like, no. MAGA influencer, conservative Republican MAGA influencer, leaving behind a wife, the mother of 2 young children, to raise the kids by themselves. And Charlie's biggest thing is he was always talking about fatherless households and the negative repercussions that has, man. Like, oh, man. Yeah, I agree with that comment. We don't hate the media enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just their hatred just seeps through. If you watch like MSNBC right now, their hatred is seeping through.
It's toxic.
Yeah, I mean they're deranged and they allow themselves to be brainwashed. This is brutal, man. I
think I'm going to go do some good for the world. I have a lot of things that I needed to work on in here.
Before you go, I'm going to show you one more thing. JB Pritzker.
Please be good. Oh, God, no. Come on. I can't imagine it's going to be anything good.
Yeah, Ron Wayne, he says, to hell with the mainstream media, prayers to his family.
Amen.
Yeah.
Don't watch the news. It's a waste of your time.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
No.
Ready to be pissed off?
No.
My sympathy to Charlie Kirk family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously is, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly,
we're feds.
So
I'm going to go put good
Clearly.
back into the world. And I want everybody else out there to go hug your family and go put good back into the world, because that's all you can do.
Amen.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
JB Pritzker is
What a piece of crap.
Is
So he's blaming the victim.
Yeah. She asked for it. Look what she was wearing. Look, and you know what? If you want to talk about the political violence, who have we been seeing political violence committed by? Extreme leftists, like total leftist extremists, trans, LGBTQI, silent letter 2, whatever. That community, that world, the world that worships sodomy. Yeah. Sorry, babyface, if you were trying to roll out. My bad.
Are you guys going to keep it going? If so, I'm just going to hop.
no,
I got
to wrap it up here in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Some people are saying in the comments, I don't think they understand how serious this is.
I don't think so either. I agree with you. I don't believe they know how big of a deal this is to a lot of people. To a lot of people. Even people. I literally, the phone call you saw me take was my mom calling saying, "Oh my God, do you see what happened?" My mom is 60 whatever years old, and
My mom called me too. My mom's not even political. Mama had no idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they wonder why things are getting so heated, why the division, and yes, I agree, babyface P, there is a lot of good in the world, and it's the sundial effect. Sometimes there's light casted on things and it's beautiful, and sometimes the darkness comes, and we're constantly going to be looking at this balance of, darkness and light, and there is a balance, but man, there's a lot of focus on a lot of negativity and a lot of extreme dirtbags doing terrible things. And if I look at this through the lens that I'm looking through, it is Christian, conservative, constitutionalists that are being targeted, or random white people that are being targeted.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna go out by watching this.
Stay strapped, protect yourself and your families, prepare water, food, shelter, security.
Yeah,
go do something good with your day. If you have nothing else to do, if you can't do something good, go sit by a tree and relax. Go enjoy the sun. Go do something for somebody else. Just do something good. You just put some good into the universe.
Yeah, good and positivity.
Oh, John, listen, I don't want to see this. This makes me even worse.
It's just local violence. Society. I think I'm gonna go and hug my kids now.
I'm gonna go do that too.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through us with this news. Hug your family and just
God, that bothers me.
And pray for peace.
And don't you dare go out there and tell the truth, because this is what happens.
Yep. See you guys.
Worshipping God in public.